Hey, peace world. Thanks for pressing play. Gonna jump into some bite down boxing talk. I made some comments and really didn't mean to disparage this fight. Tonight's fight, Leigh Wood versus Michael Conlan. I hadn't seen a whole lot of Leigh Wood. You know, I was familiar with Conlan. He'd been up and down in some of his performances and whatnot. Uh, we all know about him coming from the Olympics with the middle fingers and all of that type of stuff. He's been on top rank. Like I said, he's shown some skills in some fights and whatnot. I didn't have the biggest expectations for this fight, but it turned out to be a hell of a fight. I don't get into it here with the UK fans. Maybe I'm not, important enough that I don't attract a ton of UK fans and whatnot. But I don't do all the clashing with that fan base on my channel. I get more UK people come in when I talk about women's boxing. But this particular fight right here, Leigh Wood is down in the first round from a big left hand from Conlan. Conlan controlled most of the first half of the fight, maybe even 2/3 of the fight. And Wood started battling back, and fighting his way back into it. But I still thought Conlan was the better boxer and was landing the more telling shots. But Leigh just kept after it. You start seeing him having more effect, greater effect in the ninth and 10th round. I think maybe it was the ninth after that round. I think Conlan was a little shaky on his legs walking back to his corner. So it's letting me know that Wood's volume, and his punches were starting to have some effect. We get the knockdown there in the 10th round where I thought Conlan might have battled his way back, battled back to having control of the fight after being up big. But Conlan, they have the knockdown. The camera angle from the back really didn't allow you to look. We couldn't see his feet. It did look like there might have been some kind of slip, but it looked like the punch helped that slip, and it was a legit knockdown. It was a legit knockdown. Going into this 11th round, wow. Leigh Wood just, let me bring this up real quick. Leigh Wood just with the pressure. And even, like I said, I thought he was taking the worst of the shots. But when he was able to get inside and really put a lot of pressure on Conlan and just continue to work and bang, it just started showing effects on Conlan. And then the ending, they won't even replay it, I guess, because of him falling out of the ring or being knocked out of the ring. I don't even think they've shown a replay yet to even. Here it is now. They finally shown. It's not even a replay. But yeah, it was kind of hard to see what happened there. But it did look like Conlan caught a great shot and went completely limp, and then just went through the ropes and down to the ground, to the side of the ring and whatnot. So, but again, they won't. It may not. It may even be done now that they won't even show the replay of it. There's some concerns about him medically and whatnot. They took him straight to the back once they got him together. They took him back to the dressing area and everything. So who knows what even happened? But I just thought, hell of a fight. Like I said, I wasn't all that familiar with Leigh Wood, the WBA featherweight champion, the world champion. Leo Santa Cruz is the super champion. But this is one of the things where sometimes you just tune into a fight and you see a hell of an effort. The crowd was into it the whole time. And I thought Conlan looked great tonight through most of the fight. I thought Conlan was showing some great skills and was really, he was being, his movement, was really troubling Wood in terms of landing cleanly, in some of the earlier rounds, maybe up to the 8th round and whatnot. and he was, he was catching him with the big looping shots. But that's why, you don't never give up. Wood had the better chin and showed the heart of a champion and battled through it and got him out of there. That was a hell of a fight. I got to go back and watch it. I was doing something else as I was watching it. I had some virtual meeting that I was in, and so like I said, I was distracted while I was watching it. But I did see I saw the whole thing and really started tuning in closely on the last 3 rounds. It was an excellent fight, man. I thought it was getting ready to be a coming out, like a coming out party or whatever for Conlan. And then Wood just battles back and says, nah, not so quickly. So, hell of a fight. Great back and forth action. Big moments early, big shots early. Some good boxing by Conlan. Great effort and will, determination by Wood. And then to come back and end it the way he did, showed the class at the end in terms of, advising the crowd to chill out for a minute. We got a serious situation here before we jump into the celebration. Let's make sure, Conlan is all right and whatnot. So I had everything you wanted to see. I didn't see a whole lot of the card because, like I said, I had something that was going on. But that was a hell of a fight, man. I'm going to go back and check it out from the beginning and really see all what was going on. Like I said, I watched the entire thing, but I was on some virtual meeting and, on a Saturday of all things. But hell of a fight, man. I mean, dramatic ending. Hope everything is okay with the kid. That's crazy to have one of the better performances of his young career and it ends so abruptly. And, what looked like it was going to be a statement of some kind and set up some bigger fights for the guy. Now, he got to start from scratch, so to speak. So, good fight. I would just advise, if you have DAZN, check it out on demand. There was another fight on there. Oh, I wanted to see what happened with Harper. I didn't get to see Harper's fight, so I'm gonna go back and check that out. But hey, like I said, sometimes on the weekend, with boxing being as international as it is now, all of the different apps where you can watch boxing, it's a fight worth checking out. So, again, if you like good fights, if you like action, wasn't no judges, weren't any corrupt or incompetent judges cards. Didn't come into play, nothing to complain about on that end, just great action. So I'm going to check it out. They're bringing back Bellew and Frotch right now, so I'm going to check them out. If you get a chance, watch the fight. I'm out. Bite down boxing. Don't let them count you out. Peace.